have a number of things that you need to do. These are all the projects that you guys need to do. You'll be split up, so not everyone will be doing all of them. I'm going to do a quick run through of each of them. One of the things you have to do is make a campaign poster. Now this needs to be made on the computer electronically and then shared with me. Probably through Google is the best way of doing it. Campaign posters, there's not a certain one way that has to be done. You can look at past elections to see what they've done, but it probably should have the candidate on it, their name, maybe their slogan, things like that. You'll also need to make bumper stickers. Don't worry about the slogans that are set up here, but you'll need to have a bumper sticker. Again, we'll create an electronic version of a bumper sticker. So again, these are examples of bumper stickers from real elections. You can look at past elections to look at the bumper stickers that we've made. Yard signs, this is made with poster board. I will supply the poster board for you. You'll need to make a poster board, and then this will be put in the display case. You can look at actual campaign signs in the back of the room for like Dugard and Nome and so on to get some kind of idea of what they should look like. You'll also have to make a mailer. Now here are some examples of some mailers, things that candidates would send in the mail to households that gives a little bit of information about them, information that would come off your platform. I also have some examples of mailers in the classroom that you can look at to get a better idea, especially if you can't see this real well. But this should be more in depth than a poster, and this is also going to be made electronically. It should have like a front and back to it. There's not a certain way to do these. I have a number of examples you can look at. You have to do some campaign polling, and you need to do polling at 3 different times throughout the election. We will study polling in class if we haven't done so already, but when you're doing your polling, it needs to be random. So you can't do it in a classroom because you need to have an equal chance of polling freshmen and sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So you can't just do it in one of your classes. Do it at lunch or before school in the hallway between classes will be fine. You have to put the results on here, give it some kind of name, and the date that you took the poll, along with the N, which is the total number of students that you polled. And then put a margin of error of 3, plus or minus 3. Again, if we haven't covered this in class yet, we will. And then give the question that you asked. Like on this one, it said, at this time, who would you vote for in the presidential election? And then your results. Now this doesn't equal 100% because this particular year there was like 7 candidates and I couldn't fit them all on this PowerPoint. But your numbers should equal 100%. You have to make a social media commercial. Now you'll have to follow the guidelines that we use for our other commercials, and those guidelines are here. And I will go through those with you in class. The difference between a social media commercial and a real commercial is that your social media commercial will not be shown in the Teams. So they will just be passed along on Twitter, on your Facebook page, and so on. So they still have to follow these same guidelines, but they don't get shown in class. So I can talk to you more about that later. These are the things that you must complete if you are in the public relations group.